So what up, you freaks? After number one, and I still think it's number one show on Netflix, Adolescence, um, that to me proves two things. To me, the kid Jamie remind me a lot of Edward Norton on Primal Fear. That's one of the '90s best uh, thriller movie because talks about split personality and what like uh, like
Going to have to try to get.
a con person could take advantage of that disease, and like young Jamie like looks similar a lot to these kids you're gonna see. I don't know if you're gonna call this also synchronicity or just it's time of the essence because I saw adolescence and I take that to face value. I thought that was really an incel kid that had unfortunately, if you see the causes, there was a motives leading to that were not explicit in adolescence. Um, there was like imagine like being bullied by a school. Now imagine being bullied by Instagram. Okay, and apparently the girl that stabbed Jamie, he went to talk to her and she attacked him right away. He fell to the floor. The kid was already frustrated for being bullied by hundreds, maybe thousands, people that understood the humiliating emojis because that was like she was like claiming and then they pulled this Andrew Tate shit that that 80% women only like 20% men and that he's an incel and there's like no basis at all. They didn't do forensic search on his phone or on his laptop and see, god damn it, he was a huge Andrew Tate fan. They just threw well, that's good publicity for Tate, especially now. Um, but they want to blame this on the manosphere. And let me tell you something. If you met an incel, um, he's probably like harmless, like and like will be like submissive. And this girl Katie, and apparently um, the black friend like was that was
An entire glass of
her
water.
friend. um I don't know, I don't recall, I don't think they did OnlyFans. I had that idea for some reason, but like she goes and straight beat up a kid like she's an MMA fighter. Come on. Come on, have you seen girls? I'm not saying you should beat them up, but I'll say it's quite easy because I had some some feminists that want to fight like a man, and I'm sorry, I just like I didn't punch them, but I like bitch slapped the shit out of them like two three times and said just stop or and they were like, "Oh, and then the one fucker friend would come like trying to be a hero, and oh, now it's on. Okay, so boom, boom, and then he ran away, and she would ran away, and that's how girls are. They're not like that black girl that goes to Jamie's friend, beat him up, and then for some reason it's these things all messed up. They go arrest young Jamie. Then they make like a rape kit because for some reason, oh, he stabbed the girl. Dad must have molested him. And Stephen Graham, like he was great on Boardwalk Empire, so I had like higher stakes. But to see him acting like a real pussy, like 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 if the because they don't share, I don't think they don't share the information with the parent, but that he was being bullied, they don't share that information for some reason, and treat young Jamie like, oh, he's a victim of the manosphere, but there's like zero clues. And then Stephen Graham on I think with Jimmy Fallon said, "Oh, I saw this new. I'm not saying white young boys are didn't kill young girls in the UK because there are like I think more than 4 or 5 cases that have happened, but guess also what have happened. Uh, let's say the other ethnicities have a much higher body count, like the example I'm gonna give, Steve Graham example that was inspired of adolescence was of a black kid that stabbed his cousin because she was friends with his ex-girlfriend, and the ex-girlfriend, when you're young and there's like no love or I mean I would say not even like passion. It's just like a status quo thing. It's like, oh, he's famous, hence I'm gonna. So but this guy is like, because like it's like uh Arnon Avocat, fuck, I love that guy. Sargon Avocat said, like, women cannot empathize with young boys. Okay, so they don't know that sometimes young boys have real feelings, much even more than stone cold young bitches, and they might even like, I don't know, like. Uh, Happened to me once when I was 18. I'm 41. You might fall in love and really like this girl, and to see the girl you love like you avoiding you, seeing other guys, ignoring you, like might kind of trigger you off. And like if your own cousin is when you're going to like try to talk to her, like start shaming you, like you might snap, you know. You might snap, and if you have unfortunately, I know what it's like to never use weapons, and in the heat of a moment, for some reason, you happen to have a knife on your pocket. You never had your whole life, but in that moment, for some reason, the devil, the universe, put a knife on your pocket. It happened to me. I got a year and a half probation, um, because especially because one was martial arts special. I was 30 years old. I was a kid, not a kid, but I was like, I wasn't like I was like the jester. Like I would kind of humiliate you real bad, make you cry if I want to. But I was not like round kicks, punches in the chin. Like they say, oh, you want to knock him out? Just just punch him in the chin. You know how hard I punch people in the chin. No, I'm not saying like a lot. Don't get that idea, but I did punch them in the chin, right in the chin. They didn't knock out. You need to like be on kickboxing or MMA to know that shit. But what I want to say is like, for some reason, when adolescents get starts getting criticized about this, that this has nothing to do with the nanosphere. This has to do with school bullying, and a campaign that the girl that was killed, Katie, had against young Jamie, proving another thing. Girls can be fucking mean, and if young Jamie never had um, acting lessons and like he pulls that Edward Norton like when he flips, like when he's talking like real sweet to the, he's smarter than the psychiatrist because don't get me wrong, she's a woman. And if you see like the villains are the whites, the hero is a black cop that is always angry but doesn't understand his own kid. His own kid doesn't even like him. The whites is are somehow a midget in the task force. I'm not shaming on midgets, but there are certain things that, like if you're overweight, you can't join the police force. If you're not tall enough, you can't join the police force. It's it's common knowledge. For some reason, they portray like the human, the white, the white police officer, a midget, a fucking creep guy. But the hero is the cop that only has one expression that is, "Mm, looks like looks like he has a butt plug, uh, and was not put there correctly." Um, because you can see like no one in the school is cooperative, meaning they were all in this campaign to humiliate Jamie, and Katie campaign saying he's an incel, is not a real man. And young Jamie just is into girls because they show Instagram posts of hot chicks, and like he's making like these kind of misogynist comments, um only to say that this was the narrative until I found out there was the actually story that Stephen was saying, oh, we need to take responsibility as a society, but was between two black people. So, but I guess like if you persuade the black people, like Stephen don't want to be called a racist because it's not a racist thing. It's like that could even be better. That could be like based on real life events, not fiction. And then some stupid guy on Parliament refers to adolescents as a documentary. What? Have you even watched the thing? I don't think so. Another thing, if the girl were on OF and she's like 16, isn't that like a bigger issue? That I'm not saying bigger than being killed, but like if there's like this huge thing in the UK about censorship and dual standards, like immigrants can make crimes, make protests, but if the British do it, they go to jail right away. And in Scotland, there's like a hate speech, like if you make a joke and you, I meaning like comedian is a profession, but if you make a joke and someone get think it's hate speech, you can get up to 5 years in prison. Yeah, I don't think anyone has been the first, but yeah, but the law exists. But when adolescence was being, because at like me, I took it face value, like, oh, this shit really happened. Yeah, it's really a problem. Aside of that, it's amazingly shot, like in one shot, whole episode. First of all, I didn't even notice that on when I saw it. I think Birdman did the same thing, um, but only to say like to the parliament getting involved in saying, oh, adolescence needs to be seen in schools. Why? Why? Andrew Tate's not promoting violence. He's just promoting like he's maybe fact checked or not, but facts. Okay, that 80% women are only interested in 20% of men. That to me kind of makes sense, you know. The red pill and the university, to me, that scams to get money. Okay, Tate knows how to get money. That's why he says I don't like I don't. Just the sentence, I hate Bugattis. You know how many people would kill to have a Bugatti? And this guy saying it's not a good car to drive. You know what's not a good car to drive? Like a Fiat, uh, something like that. Like if you have a Bugatti, like you have a fucking uh, sweet ride. Only to say like in the end, not the acting. The acting was top notch. Stephen Graham make. I didn't just. Well, what I was pissed off was seeing Al Capone Al Capone from Boardwalk Empire acting like a real pussy. Like, if Al Capone came to his, I don't know, he was like a painter or I don't know what his job was, but he has his van and they write an English slur that implied speedo on his van. But I would like in my head imagine that scene when he goes after the guy with the two Tommy guns and he would like the kid's neighbor and he was like, "Oh, you little shit," and pulls two Tommy guns in. That would be like like it's just an idea, Steven. Like if you wanna make a mashup of Boardwalk Empire and Adolescence, that would be cool. So uh, like few days after adolescents becoming exposed as this big lie of the system trying to make you believe that the manosphere is killing young women. This thing
In just
comes out.
7 seconds.
The Let's Stop Eating Challenge! Yay!
Kids really seem to like it and enjoy it.
Oh,
Got
they
4 million
do.
views. So just want to put this in perspective, okay? CNN in 1 week has 2.2 million views. She is a superstar online.
Piper Raquel is an incredibly popular child influencer.
Some of you have been watching me since I was literally 8 years old.
Yeah, no.
Piper's mother is the mama.
It seemed.
Okay, so you can see like a Katie. Let's see what we have here.
Shooting silly videos with her friends. Now some of those now former friends and their parents are suing, alleging they were exploited.
I wouldn't be surprised if I worked 12 hours and then we would go to bed and do it all over again. Tiffy.
Fuck, kids doing shot. So I just wanna you guys to see this. So yeah, my job here is done. So okay, see you next time. I'm gonna make the next video is gonna blow up your minds because I found something like to yesterday I was like this can't be possible. This can't be possible. What I've just done in seconds can't like 2 years ago, if I would say that to someone, they would say like, "Yeah, you're completely nuts." Too. Um, so okay, thank you guys, and